many, Street Fighter II Hyper Fighting has been the most anticipated Xbox Live arcade game. Well, after several delays, the game is finally here. The question is whether or not it was worth the wait, and the $10. The answer to that depends entirely on what you were most looking forward to from this release. Anyone who considers themselves a Street Fighter fan should definitely download this game, if only to own an arcade-perfect port of the single-player experience. And there's definitely something to be said for playing a Street Fighter game in HD, even if the 2D graphics are ancient by today's standards. The game is presented in its original aspect ratio, but you can stretch the display to fit your desired size. Just know that things will get a little more pixelated if you do. The big draw of this game is its online capabilities, and we're disappointed to tell you that the experience isn't exactly airtight. For whatever reason, during our hour-long online session, playing ranked games met with the most amount of lag, some of it making the game basically unplayable. When sorting servers by ping, it was difficult to find a single one with a decent rating. Hosting matches speeds things up, and you'll probably find yourself adjusting accordingly. That is until you go back and play the single player and versus modes and are reminded of how fast hyperfighting is actually supposed to play. For whatever reason, hosting unranked games settled the lag issues. However, it should be noted that some of the GT staff played both ranked and unranked games seamlessly from home, while others fought against lag every time. Time will tell if Capcom can solve the issues with online play and make it more reliable, but in the meantime, prepare to gamble. That being said, when the online matches are running smoothly, hyperfighting truly replicates that same arcade feeling felt years ago when it was first released. The quarter match mode is largely responsible for this, as it allows you to observe a fight once you've already battled, and chat with the other people in the session. Of course, as always on Xbox Live, you'll also be privy to conversations like this.
I'll be back up, bitch. You're a bitch.
But scintillating dialogue aside, winning a quarter match fight takes you right back to the days of standing in an arcade in the early 90s, proudly waiting for the next challenger to step up. One other point worth mentioning is the 360's controller. It takes some getting used to, and you should be at least willing to try the analog stick over the D-pad. While Street Fighter II Hyper Fighting is more of a mixed bag than most people wanted or expected, when it delivers in spades. Your impressions, though, will probably be based largely on what aspects of the game you are anticipating the most, and how dependable your internet connection is.